Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing Astroneer. You're going to be wondering, why haven't I done Astroneer? Well, it's because today we are going to do something a little bit different. Now, yes, we're supposed to do survival and creative right now, either one of those. We are in creative, but we are actually going to check out the physics of Astroneer. Because if you want to be cool on YouTube and do things that you want other people to do, well, the best thing to do is listen to this, because you get to hear what you can do in Astroneer. Because there's laws in physics of the game. Well, it's pretty, pretty bare, but there is still physics. So in order to counter these physics, we got to go to outer space. Now, like Kazam, you are in outer space, but here's the thing. Since the update has occurred, it's pretty nice, and they haven't really done anything with Xbox yet besides the leveling block. That means that we have to play alone. Anyways, here's the good thing. If we go over to here, let's get a large rover with a seat and 2 hydrazine thrusters. This will make us be able to go to space and do the stuff that we need to do. There is a ramp here that was built for this video, and the car just flipped over, so let's fix that. So, we are going to send ourselves into space to understand the layers of Astroneer. Now, there is 3 layers of space-time in Astroneer, and that all has to do with gravity. So, let's go ahead and get out of this planet. As you can see here, gravity, just like it does its thing, will start pulling us down into weird directions. It is not the smoothest of ride, but it will take us up into space. So, this is the first boundary. Basically, close to the atmosphere. You can fly into space, but you'll easily come back down. One way, if you jump out of the rover, you fall straight back to Earth. So yeah. Also, what about your rover? Your rover has different physics. Having bigger things in Astroneer equals, bigger crash means bigger momentum. When you fall out of a seat in Astroneer, it will make your gravity. When you jump out of a seat in Astroneer, it makes you go still. In the first boundary, the gravity is very heavily, so you fall straight back to the ground. The rover, however, does not change its movement at all, meaning it will jet into space. There is a low chance of it crashing back into the planet. It is rare of an occasion, but if it does, well, you are one lucky person. We actually crashed next to our little ramp site, which is good for us because we can just do this. Let's summon everything again. Good things. Okay, so that's the first boundary. Let's go to the second boundary. Now, in order to taste the delicate of the second boundary, what you're going to need to be able to do is take the first boundary's gravity and equal that to literally none. Yes, this way you are falling towards the ground still, but you're not actually hitting the ground. We know this as an orbit. Yes. Number 2 is orbit. Now, it is a pretty big area. So, you'll expect some stuff like that to happen. It will be a really big area. So, let's go ahead and go to the second boundary. So, this is atmospheric level. This way you'll fall down to the ground whenever you do. Except rocket thrusters. Okay, atmospheric level is very small. One end we have left. Now here is the first gravitational boundary. as we go up, we will be pulled by other planets. This pulling of other planet, it's actually what's forming the second boundary. It's very simple. We are currently in the first boundary. The first boundary is pretty high. Second boundary is also really high. We have to go extremely high for that. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're almost here, and 3, 2, 1, get up, and jump out. We have made it. The second boundary. The second boundary is weightlessness. You are no longer pulled in by Silva, and if we speed up time, you'll realize that we're actually in orbit. Here you go. We're in orbit as fast as how the planet is spinning. We're in orbit around Silva. The reason why we're free floating is that the gravitational pull of other planets and moons, in this case the Solo and Venetia, make us free float stably. And the Silva, with the biggest gravity pull, of course, makes us go into orbit. Now, up here, things are very weird. Landing pads do not work. So, yeah. Sorry for you, but landing pads do not work. The starting ship is in the boundary of the first and second. Meaning that, yes, that would happen. A lot of things work up here, and a lot of things act weird up here. Now, as you can see here, we're actually in orbit, because if I go away from here, the platform actually will start to leave me. So that's why I have to stay close to the platform. So let's go down here. As you can see, we can do everything, connect things to each other, stuff like that. There's no power input, so let's change that. Now, winches are the weirdest things out here. But we haven't explored the third boundary, aka you have left the planet. So, this is what it would be like. So the winch, what does it do? The winch basically, let's get a hydrazine thruster. As you can see here, it's facing away from Silva. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. So if you get the winch, plug it up to there. Oops. If you get the winch, plug it up to there, it will immediately move close to it, and it will literally snap. Kind of like that. Then, if you ignite it, other weird stuff happens. Now, let's get close to this. We have to make sure there you go. As you can see here, winches act very weird in space. Everything works. The atmosphere condenser is really glitchy. The leveling block, of course, does not work. There's nothing to level. It even tells you can't levels because it knows that it's that far away. Now, the funnest thing to do in space has got to be the recreational sphere. If you take this into space and you just, copy a ton of it like that, you get a ball pit of recreational spheres. Why is this fun? Well, because people want meteorites in the game. You can always have meteorites now. Yes. Recreational spheres will bounce towards the planet. They will literally crash into the ground. In rare cases of Astroneer, it might even make a crater. As you can see here, it's like a legit ball pit. So let's just copy a ton of these. Now, I don't think dynamite works up here. So yeah. The second area is really fun because you get to free float, make a ton of balls, and then hit it. Yeah, buddy. Okay, now let's go to the third boundary. In order to go to the planet, what we can do is we can actually... Oh, screen times. I'm making a YouTube video. I have to go. Well, as you can see here, we can make a ball pit in space and, yeah, throw it against the planet, everything fun like that. Well, field shelters, everything like that, they work up here. You can make a field shelter just like that. and you can literally have a base in space. Isn't that just cool? Now this is the second boundary. If we want to go towards the planet, we gotta do something very creative. We have to put in a hydrazine thruster with a seat on it and put it on a platform. Then face the platform towards the planet. Then once that's done, get a rover seat, put it on the table. Now you have to press ignite and try to get in. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't work for you, well, there goes a platform. It's really hard to do. It is really hard to do. So attempt your best. Now, if you do attempt to get a cheat code, like for example, attempting to get the hydrazine thruster to connect by getting the thruster, then go in the rover seat and then ignite it. That's one creative way. As you can see here, everything's in orbit, so expect things to act a little bit weird. Now we're in the rover seat. Come on, come on. Okay, as you can see, the platform is on its way down towards Silva. The camera angle changes. And the reason why is because this is the gravitrap. The gravitrap is you have to go fast enough to break through it. A lot of things can break through it, but not your character. Unless if you're in a rocket ship. Anyways, guys, screen time is going to take the better of me. We'll do another video where we talk about stage 3 and the physics of other things as we go down for a landing straight on Silva. We'll see you on the next time, and bye-bye.